Man, I went off, man. I went off because the simple fact is I gave out options, man. I gave out options, man. And I said in my the video before my last one, which like I said, man, you sold out. I gave you the options. I said, yo, if you want justice, go over the. I mean, stay away from that. And if you want the bag, you go over there to that. He went over there to that, man. So hence, Trump finally signs the bill. Today. Not next month, today. Rushing it through, planning on putting the pressure on me and all of that to give him some answers as to what to do with this bill. Now, I threw out the, putting it into the companies and all and letting them distribute it throughout their workers. But like I said, you need more workers. Hence, you want to reform some other things. Now, within that process, we got to understand these individuals either on the way of having kids or have kids. That's the main thing. And having a safe place for the kids to pretty much be somewhere while either both parents are building up whatever they're building up. And so hence my idea would be to have pretty much sitter stations up the town, kind of like where it's a donationable organization, sort of like churches or whatever else that's out there, and create like more of a programs within the programs. It's saying as though you need workers and you need all of this other stuff, and you want to get people gradually out of here. But see, the thing, gradually get people out here and get the grind and all. But see, the thing is with that, you would have to, like I said, increase the working rates. And you're doing all of that. I just thought you was going to wait it out and let the people pretty much wobble and do all the things. But like I said, it's a good thing. It's just more or less, I just feel like it was my ideas, man. And in a way, you forced my hand in this match, man. You forced my hand in this match. And we kind of left it up to the people to decide, man. And they have decided to go with the bread. Now it's all about the process of building it all up at once. And you kind of got my blueprint under your wraps, That's why you signed. And you knew I was going to come back with something. And you knew that. And that's it right there. Which is to leave them no excuses. And it hurts in a way because I wanted it to genuinely come from me. But considering as though I'm not in the, like he said, the Oval Office, throwing that at me. It's all good though, man. But I just didn't think I was going but like I said, people will change on you, and I was expecting that. But I was also expecting the fact that by me saying you wasn't going to sign the bill, you was going to do it anyway. Hence, I kind of forced myself into kind of giving out the details gradually, but it was more or less a chess war back and forth, man. And this round, I got to take my hat off. You finally got down to a lot of my videos and scooped in a lot of vital information that I was throwing out there. And a lot of people was, but then I got upset because it was my own that kind of just infused the fact of signing that, because I said he wasn't going to, and that's what kind of got me pissed off. And now it looks as if you have nothing to say about this, because of the simple fact is you're not in a situation of controllability, man. And hence, by me using somewhat of a reverse psychologist type of moment, which was, he ain't gonna sign, I know he ain't gonna sign, it's gonna get pushed back, all of the above. But then I said, yo, he ain't got no victories. This is gonna be his only victory. This is what he's relying on. And so, which was pretty much a little bit of my ideas and all. But it's done. And pretty much that's the end of that blueprint, which is you need these workers in there, male and female, either or, and you got some single parents out here, some single mothers, some single fathers. The list goes on and on. And so to build that process up, you have to have a safe situation for the kids. That way it won't be, like I said, no excuses. And I think we got that understanding clear. I'm just like I said, I'm just disgusted at the fact that people were so driven on this ain't right. But when the bag came, it was all good, and you didn't care what was the effect afterwards. And hence, I'm forced to give off some of my vital details and save this mother once again, man. And like I said, I didn't want to do it because I got crossed and I felt like, yo, man. And I said it before. I said, yo, it's a lot of stuff that I probably pretty much have to get out here and do on my own. And I asked for help, and I said, yo, man, it ain't gonna come in that direction. So you got to subliminally, press these issues, man. And otherwise, you won't be able to get anything done. And hence, Trump got a hold of that. So we're gonna continue, I guess, throughout this, and give off vital information for free. And it catches up maybe at this point it was about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks of later information. But now, by me looking like I took the L, it went viral. And I wanted it to, so that way I can kind of even the playing field, which is we're both doing something for the good of the people, whether we want to or not. But like I said in my other videos, for a long time they felt like they've been paying this long fare, a way of overpaying their fare. So it's only right that you show them your gratitude by absorbing a lot of this stuff that they're throwing out, man. And that could be the best way for them to absorb it, which is the I call it the city stations. And you could call it whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But as far as that's concerned, not only would you be able to build up that gratitude, because it's at a low level right now. Cause I had to really sit down, and cause like I said, I got so frustrated. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, man, this is awful. In a way. Not awful on the sign this situation. It's just awful that the people switch up so fast, man. And they don't know what they switch up for, except for, it's something more there. And then I'm hence forced to kind of get that off, man. And I think I done did it enough just now. because nobody actually knows what I'm kind of, unless they kind of like in deep like that. And hence, a lot of the stuff we've been down when I said it comes to, it all comes together. They got those, it's little pinpoints and little punches that I deliver, man. And like I said, man, I wanted to sell these items to the people at a nice price. But I said, yo, man, sometimes you gotta do what Batman does, man. Just do it for free, man. So I'm not upset with the process. I'm not upset with the process. I'm more kind of looking at the desperation of the people at this point. I know the feeling all too well, but I say, man, I gotta kind of prep the situation to where everybody eats, and I gotta thank Trump, the leader in chief, for bringing my information to the light. Even though I was forced in a way, you know, it's a chess move. I said he wasn't going to sign. He decided to sign a day too later. Even though I said, yo, try to wait till next year or something, you know. But then I said, if you want to make a move, you got to make it right then and there. And you can't gamble on it. It got to be vital. And like I said before, you want to reform some things. And like I said, this child citizens program would be a way to kind of build the youth and keep them out of trouble, and also allow the parents to get out here and get their grind on and shine on, of course. Because like I said, everybody wants is just more or less how you know. And like I said, sometimes you got to be forced into it, you know, your back's against them. And my back was forced today by the signing of this bill. So congratulations on not only signing, but getting me to kind of give up some of the juicy stuff that I was looking forward to if I was president. Even though I still kind of feel presidential regardless, you know what I mean? It's just more or less, I didn't know that the people turned on me so fast, man. And I said, yo, I'm just going to throw it out there to see what's going to happen. And it happened so rapidly that I was like, wow, man, wow. But if you were here right now, I shake your hand and congratulate you on seeing through some of the things that I was kind of interested in myself. And so it is what it is, man. I just you know, and like I said, we got some things coming up, man. And there's always a way to do things and mold things. It's just more or less, I got upset with a couple people, man, because I knew that underhandedly they was like, yo, man, he's saying you ain't do it. And like I said before, I knew that was going to come around. And I had my little victory lap at that point, but it only lasted for a little bit. And I'm back to I'm being forced to situations, man. Because, like I said, I don't be feeling like I'm the one that has to save a situation. But if I got enough information and enough, it pretty much give off the kind of, you know, build whatever businesses that need to be built and be helpful with. Because like I said, but all of the turning on me, I cursed a couple people out, man. And not only that, I cursed them out before the bill got signed. So, you know, just a little, you know what I mean, heads up on that type of situation. But they still like jumped out there and like rode that wave, and they was like, yo, man, you stout. And I was like, yeah, but who isn't? So, like I said, man, more power to the individual for signing this bill, because of some factors. This is what the people wanted. And I also threw out that, like I said, the AT&T situation is looking like it's about to be booming. Everything seems as if it's gonna be booming, but it's just more or less a safety net for the kids to be safe and all of that, man. In order for people to actually get to their bag, because you don't want to have that worry on your heels while you're trying to get to the bag. So that's pretty much my message for the day, and it was pretty much a good message. I just felt like it was needed, man. I think I went over 12 minutes explaining this. Even though it's longer explanations to this, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Peace. I'm out.